Hello, everybody. Here's Jan as always. I'm just outside on this tree, and I'm outside for like 2 hours, maybe something like that. And I took with me a guitar, which is over here, and after that, uh, Weapons of Influence in Czech from Robert B. Cialdini, which is psychology book, and it's really interesting. And I was just talking with my friend for like 2 hours, something like that. Really, like in straight 2 hours, and we are talking about like in his life, my life, ideas, and so on. But we're also talking about this channel. How does it look like, and how it continues really. And I just saw that I got some views in last or in the previous videos. So I thought I will just at least give you some ideas or some interesting things. Right now, just yesterday, I started listening to the audiobook of the Almanac of Raval Navikant, which is a book of like with Tim Ferriss comments in it, and I guess he also like created the audiobook or the voice for the audiobook. And exactly, it's a book which is like pieces of tweets and comments and pieces of podcast or videos from Naval Ravikant, which is really interesting, clever, and really, no, I wouldn't say famous, but really interesting guy. He's an angel investor, he's an entrepreneur, he's a podcaster, he's really, I would say, bright, smart thinker. And he basically got really famous or got kind of famous because of his really interesting ideas. And in this book, Almanac of Naval Ravikant, you can hear and you can see lots of different ideas which are really, really cool and really interesting. And I would recommend to read this book. But I want to talk about one idea which I just heard today, this morning when I was working. This week I worked for like 45 hours in my sense. That means like the deep work, like full focus work on exactly goal. I do not really have the type of work when you just clock in, clock out. It's like 8 hours a day. I do focused work with exactly one goal of the task, or I have just one task with one goal, and I'm measuring the time which it takes to achieve the goal. And the idea from the book is that the happiness of human being is in the absence of any goals. You can choose to have success, but success means you are unhappy with something, that you are just upset, that you are uh, really not happy with your current situation, and you are pushing and you are being in the upset and angry part of you, in the mindset and in the body itself, to change your current situation, to achieve some type of goal. And happiness for a human being is achievable, and enlightenment is not achievable for the monk after 30 years sitting on the rock, you know. And right now I'm just sitting on the rock, but it's because of the shadow over here. And the entitlement, or sorry, not entitlement, enlightenment is not achievable after like 30 years for the monk on like sitting on the rock. Really, you can achieve enlightenment and, I would say, happiness in every single moment, because it's just settings which you will change in your mind, as Naval Ravikant describes that in his book, or in that book. And it's just the description or the definition of happiness is basically living in the presence with absence of any depression, goals, achievements, anything. You don't think about future. You don't think about past. Are just living in the present. And Naval Ravikant talks in this book, or he is basically written in this book, that Naval basically deleted or get rid of all of his past, and he's not thinking about any regrets from the past. He's not thinking about anything from the past, about anything from the future. He's right now, right here in the moment itself, and he's trying to have absence of everything in the mind, about any regrets from the past, from any any goals in the future. Happiness is just absence of the goals, as Naval Ravikant describes it in the book. I really recommend to read that. It's a really interesting book. And that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful. See you in the next week. Just one thing, maybe. Right now I'm shooting much more videos because I want to catch up on the videos which I just didn't have the time for it, for the shoot. So right now it's like maybe 3 videos in like 2 weeks, and I will maybe shoot another one in the next week. And then the next weekend, right now it's Saturday, and the next weekend I have a little bit of like vacation. I wouldn't say holiday. It's like not really a vacation. It's just like a trip. We are going to a different part of the Czech Republic with my partner, and she has a birthday, so it will be like birthday gift, and it will be awesome. So I don't really know if I will shoot some videos, but if I don't, I will see you in the next week. See you. Bye.